Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Board Trading Academy with Victor. Today we are having a trade idea rather than analysis, and this trade idea will be for the Australian dollar versus Japanese yen. And before we get started, I would like to remind you as usual that information presented here is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as a financial advice. What I do see on the Australian Japanese yen is a pretty interesting trade setup where the trend might continue. As I have mentioned in my previous videos, we will be focusing now purely on the trend following ideas. The analysis could be counter trend, any type of analysis, but the ideas will be only trend following. So clearly Australian Japanese yen is trending up. This is a big picture. You can see this is a massive uptrend. And we are looking at the potential continuation of this move. If I zoom it in, price has formed a triangle pattern, and there was a break out of this pattern right at this stage, which occurred at the 20th of July. So what I did, I applied downtrend trend line, simple trend line through the highest high previously established, and I saw this breakout. Fibs applied to the corrective move to the downside after the breakout. I haven't used this low because it was Monday opening price and it was based on the spread difference. The huge spread resulted in this low, although you can see that there was no closing price above the previous low, and this is the reason I have used it. What we have is several levels, Fibonacci levels, where price might be aiming. 127.2, 161.8, both of them were broken with a closing price above break and close. Next level becomes 227.2 Fibs at 77.75. This means that we might be expecting a 205 pip move from the current price. What is interesting here, we can see after the breakout there was a correction and the triangle was rejected. This support area rejected along with the 50 simple moving average. Price spiked lower, and then there was another spike and failed to close below the previously made spike, making the support valid. So the support did hold in fact. Another important point is this 61.8 Fibs, which was applied to this wave to the upside after the rejection of the uptrend. You can see there was 61.8 and clean rejection, clean bounce, and then price again produced a higher high. I have applied Fibs to this correction as well. So we have two Fibs, both of them are pointing to this 77.75 level. We see that 327.2 Fibs almost precisely corresponds to this level. And finally, I have measured the distance of the whites of the triangle, and it almost exactly corresponding to the upside target. So the distance prior to the breakout equals to the distance after the breakout, and we can see this makes it a perfect upside resistance. In regards to the entry point, currently price is approaching a very important support area. And so here is a good opportunity. It seems like it becomes a good opportunity if this resistance will hold. If there will be no closing price below, that could be an excellent opportunity for the long on this pair. And besides, we had 50 simple moving average corresponding to two Fibonacci levels, 38.2 Fibs applied to this correction to the downside, and 227 pips applied to this correction after the breakout of the trend line. So 2 Fibs here as the support and the 50 simple moving average. This makes it a very good entry point, potential entry point for the opportunity to go long. But if there will be break below the previously made low, it means that the price can in fact go lower, and we might see further decline, and trend even can reverse to the downside. So this low remains a key support, and this is the reason their stop loss is below this price, just below. And besides, we're having 2 to 1, even more, it's 2.25 risk to reward ratio, 2.22, sorry. And overall, yeah, this idea, we can see now the price is approaching, and it just tested this level, which is 38.2 Fibs. So that's the idea for today. Let's see how it goes. Australian dollar still might be getting strong as we expected multiple times. So here we go. And let's go back to previously made ideas one by one. Euro Canadian dollar. This is what we were expecting. Price is still above the entry point, which validates the idea. So the idea clearly valid. I do think it will be moving up quite soon, but of course further consolidation can be also expected, although trend might start at any time. Pound versus dollar. This idea was of yesterday, and I was speaking about 4-hour closing prices, if you remember. So we zoomed it in. This was the high I was speaking about, and 4-hour close failed to be above. Well, we were speaking about this price first. Price closed below, so this validates the support. And then here, another 4-hour chart, we failed to close above this high. This means that this resistance remains valid. And now, due to that spike, we need now 4-hour closing price above this spike for the confirmation of the bullish trend. And as long as it holds, I think price will start declining. So I will be changing it to like that. I think that will be quite a strong downside move on the pound versus dollar. Gold. On the gold, similar picture. It will be important to see what will be happening on this candle, because now we have a resistance at this stage. If there will be a closing price above, then price should be heading towards $2,080 area. But if there will be a closing price below, we should see a correction to the downside, potentially towards the uptrend trend line, and even much lower in the longer period of time. And we've got left some ideas on the MT4 chart. Here we have Euro CHF, valid idea. There is strong support forming near 1.0742 area, and still expecting move to the upside. Consolidation is taking place, but the trend remains valid for the further growth. There might be a retest of the moving average, although a breakout will invalidate this idea. So this low plays a key role, and this is the reason we have stopped lower than this price. So that's it, guys. We went through all the ideas. Just to summarize, that we expect the Australian dollar to be strong, the Swiss franc still expected to get weak, and the dollar is expected to get strong. This is the summary of the overall view on the market, but it might not work on all the pairs, but only on few. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave your feedback, smash your like, obviously subscribe if you haven't done so, and we will get back to you with the last idea for this week tomorrow. Enjoy your trading day, and till next time.